Hey, check these out. I was going through my closet and I pulled these shoes out. These are one of my favorite pairs. And I haven't worn them in almost 2 years. One, because of COVID, but also because I just have so many shoes. And let me tell you, there was a time when all I had was one pair of shoes for church. Just one. It didn't matter if I was wearing green, purple, pink dress. One pair of shoes. That was it. And I am so in awe and so grateful for the abundance and the ways in which God has blessed and continues to bless me. And perhaps that's the same for you. But it also got me thinking about the fact that this capacity we have to own and possess things as we go through life can actually hinder and not help our deepening connection with God. Welcome to In the Word, a devotional segment to get you started on your day. And I'm your host, Dr. Kathy Ann Hernandez, also known as Dr. H from Value What Matters. And now, the Word. When I talk about learning to live with less in an age of plenty, I'm talking about practicing the spiritual discipline of frugality. In scripture, we see this consistent theme in how Jesus lived and how he taught his followers to live simply. Learning to live light is about being content with less in an age of too much. To live light is to live frugally. I know, an old word. But when we hear frugality, it does not necessarily mean owning less or spending less. It does not mean being a penny pincher or stingy. Frugality is about taking intentional actions to refrain from owning things we don't need or using money to satisfy a hunger for status or luxury. It is about our relationship with the living God with whom we partner, using the gifts that He has given us to bless others. When we practice frugality as a spiritual discipline, we make decisions every day about what to possess based on core Christian principles. It colors our life. And as we shed off all of this excess stuff, we have more time to spend on things that really matter. These same principles are at the heart of Paul's letter to young Timothy in 1 Timothy 6:18. He writes, "Tell them to use their money to do good. They should be rich in good works and generous to those in need, always being ready to share with others." And then in 1 Timothy 6:9, the New Living Translation reads, "But people who long to be rich fall into temptation and are trapped by many foolish and harmful desires that plunge them into ruin and destruction." It is not money, it is not the things we own. It is the desire for riches that can tempt our hearts away from eternal riches and trap us into just being inundated with too much. To practice frugality is to begin to believe that the most real stuff in life is never what we own. In fact, the true meaning of the word comes from its Latin origin. It's where we get the word fruit from. Frugality means fruitfulness and joyfulness, finding joy in justice and fullness in sharing. Frugality speaks to moderation, thrift, and satisfaction with what we have. Frugality trains us to put our trust in God, not in things, to be good caretakers of what God has given us, and to be generous and willing to share out of what we have been given. So, if you're up for a challenge, I want to invite you to take on the challenge of doing some simple experiments in practicing frugality as a spiritual discipline. Number 1, practice a buying fast for a week or more. Determine that you will be satisfied with what you have and you will not make a purchase related to clothing or perhaps a habit that you have chosen. Number 2, ask the question, When you think about an impulse buy or your next major purchase or your purchase over X dollars, stop and ask yourself, what might be a better use for this money? Number 3, practice sacrificial fundraising. Choose one luxury purchase you do for a week or a month or even a year and determine that you are going to set aside that money over the course of time to donate to a cause that is especially close to your heart. Now, I've given you 3 ideas, but I'd love to see what you come up with as you begin to embrace the idea of learning to live light in an age of too much. So I want to encourage you to practice the discipline of frugality and see how that strengthens your dependence and connection to God as you learn to live light in an age of plenty. Have a great day. Have a great week. Don't get distracted. Remember to value what matters. Take care. Bye.